Hi, my name is Tara Sherrod, and I would like to share with you my cancer journey. It was in 2014 when I noticed unexplained bruises appearing on different areas of my body. I went to my primary physician, who sent me to an oncologist. The oncologist told me that I would have to be admitted to the hospital immediately. It was there that they diagnosed me with chronic myeloid leukemia. This is a cancer that affects the bone marrow. It's where the blood cells grow rapidly out of control and take over the normal blood cells. When I first heard that I had this cancer, I felt more confused than I did worried because no one in my family has ever had any type of cancer. So it was difficult for me to understand how I got it and where it had come from. For the first 6 years, I felt fine. I treated this disease with a chemotherapy pill. I took it twice a day. I had to visit the oncologist monthly, and I had frequent blood work done to see how the cancer progressed. I also had to have a bone marrow biopsy every year. Well, in 2020, the cancer progressed rapidly. It had become very aggressive, and I had to be admitted to the hospital again. This time I stayed a little over a month receiving chemotherapy treatments to get the cancer into remission. Although the cancer was in remission, my life was still at risk because all of the blood cells in my body were unhealthy and they needed to be replaced with healthy ones. So I needed a donor who had blood cells that were a close match to mine. The doctor started the search for a donor with my 4 siblings, and they found a perfect match with one of my sisters. This was a huge blessing because there are a lot of leukemia patients out there who are waiting on donors and they're not as fortunate. So I counted this as a great blessing. In April of 2021, I had the bone marrow transplant. And this is when the most challenging part of the journey began, because I've always been an independent person, but now I had to depend on someone to do everything for me. I needed to have a 24/7 caregiver. My sister, who was also my donor, and my sister-in-law took turns being my caregiver. They had to cook for me. They had to drive me around. They had to do my laundry, clean. They had to do everything because I was always weak and sick. And I was basically living in a bubble, trying to protect myself from germs and anything that could cause an infection. Well, I fell into a really dark place during this time. I was depressed. I was sad because I felt like cancer was taking away so much from me. My life had changed drastically. Emotionally, physically, mentally, my finances were even depleted. Many times I wanted to ask God why, but I didn't. I just wanted Him to give me wisdom to understand what I was going through. I kept reminding myself that God gives His toughest battles to His strongest soldiers. It took a lot of fasting and praying, meditating. It took a lot of studying in order for me to understand that God was allowing me to carry this burden for another person. And eventually, the journey that I'm on would be an amazing blessing. When I started to accept that, my healing process became easier. I was less depressed, less sad. I gained more energy. I was more motivated. And I started feeling better all around. Today, I have damaged nerves in my feet and my legs, which caused me not to be able to walk or stand very long. I have aching bone joints. I suffer from short-term memory loss. But in spite of all of that, I can say that I am cancer-free. And thank God. All credit goes to my God. I would like to encourage you all to become donors to help leukemia patients have a second chance at life. All you have to do is go to a website called bethematch.com. Sign up to donate blood cells. and help someone else have a second chance at life. And you'll be truly blessed. Thanks for listening.